So this is a recording of the class we had that I forgot to record. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do some kind of overview to reiterate some of the things we did quickly. So first of all, let me close all of this stuff first. So let me clear the database and restart the process in a way. So PHP artisan migrate fresh. I'm clearing the database entirely. Fig. So first we register, we create a new account. So let's name this one maybe test example as the name of the account, username test, email test@mail.com, password let's name it test1234, confirm password test1234. Then I click on register. So this has successfully registered this user here. So if I refresh this here, we are going to see the user. So this is the one we just created here just now. So we can log in with that user. So username test@mail.com, password test1234. So once we log in, everything is working fine. You can see we logged in successfully. So the user was indeed created. So let's log out, which I've just logged out now. So now in the last class we did forgot password, whereby we can, user can click on forgot password, then to send email to the user. So if I click on this now, test@mail.com, if I click forgot password, a link, as usual, this temporary error usually occurs whenever you see it occur. What you just need to do, just stop your server, Control C, and then restart the server, PHP artisan server. So let's try it again. So let me just again refresh this page. Then tests@mail.com, send reset link. So this will send to us a reset link in our mail trap. You can see now we have a new mail here a few seconds ago. So I click on it. So this will give us the reset link. Remember this email, we designed this mail templates in the last class. Inside of these resources, views, mail, user reset stuff. So this button link, this reset password link is generated from this anchor tag here. So which is the reset password, takes the token and also the email of that user. Remember the email came from that email the user puts when they are trying to forget the password. So I put an email field, so it takes the email field as well. So if I click on reset password, it takes me to this reset password page which we created. So the reset password page, which initially it has a route from here, from the web.php route here. That's this get request. That's the route this current page here is using. So you can see it has the token here as well, which is this token you are seeing here, this long stuff. So it has a method which is the reset password method. So let's go to the method. So this is the method here. So in this place, I put the token inside here and we access the email because this URL, it's also within the email of that user. Remember, that was what we set in the email box in this link here. So it holds the email. So that's what we are seeing in this URL here. So from this URL, we're going to make it grab the email inside of this form field. So we also created a form field for the reset password. So which we set inside of this view. So we are sending both the email and that token inside this compact inside of this our reset password view. So which was this? So we used ChatGPT to create this. So the major stuff we needed here, form tag, post request, because we're going to submit it. When we are trying to reset the password, you need to it is submission stuff. So post request, the action, which is the route it should take us to once we are trying to submit. So the route it should take us to is this second route, this post request route for the reset password, and the name of the route is reset password.send. So that is why we have the reset password.send here, and that will be the action. Once we click this reset button, that's what is going to happen. So here I then added an hidden token, an hidden input, because we will need this token. We need to add it to the form field, but it's not necessary. We don't need to add it physically for you to see. If I change this to text rather than hidden, you're going to see the token here grabbed. So just like the way this token here is grabbed inside here, and this email, remember this email is grabbed from this up part because we set the value. Sorry, we set the value for this email. Looking at this email, if you see here, we have value email, and here we have value token. Remember, these two things are coming from those things we sent here. So this token and this email. So both of them have been sent here inside this compact stuff. So that have been sent inside of this. Then they entered inside here, and that's why we can set it as a value. So, but the user doesn't need to see this token in this field, so that they will can change it or type rubbish there, which shouldn't be so. You get, so that's why it's best we make it hidden. So the type here, we'll set it to hidden, so it won't be visible to the user, because the user don't need to see it. So what they need to see is to see their email, and for them to then set the new password that they want to set. So they will put in the new password here, which we created, the new password and the confirm password. So the name password for the new password, the other one for the confirm password confirmation should be the name here. Okay, so that's basically it. Then we submit the whole stuff. So once we submit, it takes us to this submission route here, this post request, which will go directly to this undo reset password method. And this undo reset password method, so this is the code we did for it. So this code would actually work. So it actually worked fine. Ignore this red underlying stuff. It's just VS Code stuff. But I think it's something we can solve. Though can use ChatGPT to clear it. Just like we saw it, yeah, something like this. We saw it here. So something like that. Maybe we can just place it at the above, so we can say it has cleared the error. So in the handle request password, we created a request class for it. That's reset password request, which we did inside of app http request. Then I created this file called reset password request.php. So we get the class, set this as true, then we make this field, the request field as usual. So I just almost, this is just like the same code we did for the login. Yeah. So just copy the same code and put it also for the reset password. And don't forget to add confirm here, because that's what is going to check the confirmation of these two passwords, this new password and this confirm password. So to compare them, ensure that both of them are the same thing. So for this other one, this one I intentionally just decided to add this one just to enforce that the user must put a confirmed password here, just in case they bypass the front end side of it. This confirmed password, the front end side of which is this required. In case they remove the required, so we want to make sure from backend security is still secured. And also don't forget to name it password underscore confirmation. That way we automatically understand that you are trying to compare it with this main new password here. So that's why this name must always remain this way for confirm password. But the actual password should remain as the normal password, which is what we have in our user model or in our table, which is normal password, not password confirmation. So once the users sends this request, submit this, the form field will submit. And remember, the form fields consist of, it takes this input data, this token, it holds this token, it holds this email value that's already set. Then it takes the new password and also has the confirmed password. So it sends everything in the request. So in this first part, we're trying to confirm which particular user is trying to reset the password. So that's how we do it. We call the database the model, which is the users, the users table, the user model. So we're trying to search the database in the email where it has this particular email, test@mail.com. And also the remember token, the token that is being sent, it's also trying to check that this token here should match the token of that email. So in this portion here, if I refresh this, we're going to see a token here. Yeah. So this token, you can see this token here starts from FQ4V8. So it should match. You can see here we have FQ4GH here. So they must match. So since that stuff can search, it notices that the person must have this email and it must have this token. Then to know that yes, it's this particular role that's trying to change its password. So this particular role that is trying to change its password, that's what that where is checking. But if peradventure it can be that that token has been forgot and has expired or is invalid. So how can the token be expired? By default in Laravel, tokens last for 60 minutes, which is 1 hour. If you check the config directory, the auth.php, you scroll down, you will see this part, resetting password, expire. So this expire here, 60 minutes. So it takes 60 minutes. So you can change it. If you want it to be expiring in 2 hours length, you need to change it to 120 minutes, which means 2 hours. So it's how you decide to customize it for your own self. But in 60 minutes is fine, because anybody that's trying to reset their password, that is, they should be ready to reset it instantly. Some will even set it to even 15 minutes. So but I think 60 minutes is okay. So but if it passes 60 minutes, the token will be invalid. It won't be useful anymore. So that's why I set this thing. So in case it checks and it sees the email and then it checks and it sees that the token is not matching anymore, like it's no longer in the database or it has expired, then it will send this invalid token error to the user when they try to reset it. So that means the user will have to send another new forgot password email for them to get a new token. But if everything is fine, just like this, because of we've not used past 1 hour yet, so surely this token is still fine. Everything is still fine. I can still change my password now. So if I change it to maybe Alex1234, Alex1234. If I click reset now, it will reset the password for me. And say password reset successful. Now I can log in again with the new password. So when I reset the password, you can see it takes the user, this particular user. This is like the user that we're trying to change the password for. So that user, the password, the way we usually do in Laravel, when we call that user, we use this arrow sign to assign, to get a particular portion of that user in the table. It can be the password or the full name or an information that is within this module of this user, this full name or username or email or password. So that's how we can try to direct what we are storing it for. So now inside the password, we are storing this newly updated password that the user submits in that form. And we're using bytecrypt here because we are converting it to, we are securing the stuff of the password so it will be encoded in an hashed way. We are hashing the password with this bytecrypt method. Then the remember token, which we have remember token inside of the table as well. Even though we didn't necessarily add it in this list, but automatically it is there. You can see it is hidden. It's here shown like hidden. So this remember token is still there somewhere. So that's why if you check here, you can see we have remember token here. But when the user tries to reset the password, we are setting the remember token to be null. We are clearing it totally. So that means if I refresh this page now, this Remember token should be cleared. So let's refresh this. Let's reload this page, Remember admin, this user. I see here we have null because we've successfully reset the password. So it has cleared as null. Then it saves everything. It saves the password and save everything. Then it takes us to the login page with the success message saying password reset successful. Try login again, which is what we indeed saw here. Password is successful. Try login again. So now I can log in again with the same login details and with the new login details rather, which was test@gmail.com. Then login details is Alex1234. So if I log in now, and see it worked. So that's how to set up our, set up the forgot password and then reset the password. So you can test this from your end, and I believe it's going to work smoothly for you as well.